Good to see you, Gwen. Burning the midnight oil again, I see.
Not really. It's just that I can't sleep, worrying about the price of silver.
Really? Why would you be worried about the price of silver?
Well, I've been hearing from a lot of people lately that the silver stackers are wrong, and that the powers that be are going to suppress the price of silver forever.
Silver? Suppressed forever? Ha 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 ha. He 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 he. Chortle. Snicker. Guffaw.
Peter, I fail to see what is so funny about this.
You do you? Okay. Let me ask you a question. In your recollection, when is the last time that the bumbling buffoons in government ever succeeded at anything?
Well, they are good at war, I suppose.
Not really. But I will grant you that. If you mean that governments are good at shedding blood, destroying lives, and wasting billions of dollars for no reason, I will grant you that. But when have governments ever been successful at suppressing prices?
I don't know. But there has to be a time.
No. In fact, there doesn't. Governments have never been successful in controlling prices. Because they are up against something greater than they are. Markets.
How so?
Well, do you remember the economic crisis in Zimbabwe?
I think so.
Okay. And do you remember how they passed a law preventing store owners from raising prices?
Yes.
So what was the result of that law?
Well, the law required that the store owners would have to sell their groceries at a price lower than what they bought them for.
Correct. And then what happened?
What happened was that all of the store shelves became bare, and the stores were shuttered.
Correct. So the government intended to hold down prices, and what was the result?
The result was that all stores closed, and that prices kept rising on the black market, which ended up being the only game in town.
So in Zimbabwe, the government was unable to suppress prices because human nature and the black market overruled them. Why do you think the attempt to control the price of silver will be any different?
Because we are living in a different world today. Security is of paramount concern because of terrorism.
Terrorism? Ha 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 ha. He 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 he. Chortle. Snicker. Guffaw. So the reason that Americans have to be groped by goons and perverts every time they fly is because of terrorism?
Yes. We are in serious danger.
Okay, Gwen. That I will grant. We are in serious danger from the government creating a police state. But let me ask you this. If the price of silver is suppressed, then why did it rise from around $3 an ounce to $35 an ounce where it is today?
Well, I guess because they could no longer control it. At $4 per ounce, all the silver mined every year is only worth $3 billion.
Correct. And $3 billion is merely pocket change compared to the number of dollars they are printing. So which has the greater power, Gwen? Markets or governments?
Since you put it that way, I would have to say markets have the greater power.
Correct. And if markets have a greater power than governments in the long run, what will happen to the price of physical silver when the government's attempt at suppressing it fail?
It will explode to the moon, I suppose.
Correct. So in that scenario, what should you be doing?
Stacking physical silver.
Excellent. Goodbye.